new here, my name is Faye. Thank you so much for checking out today's video. I really hope that you enjoy. Be sure to subscribe down below and turn on your notifications so that you can become part of the fam. And if you are already a part of the Faye fam, you guys already know what it is. So thank you so much for coming back and checking out today's video. So, it has been a hot minute since I have filmed a favorites video. I had some videos that I was like planning and trying to decide what I wanted to film, and I cannot remember the last time that I filmed a favorites video for you guys. So I figured today I would sit down and pull a couple of my favorites, some skincare, some skincare, some body care, some makeup stuff obviously, and just some lifestyle products that I have been loving and share them with you guys. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing for today's video. I have not done a video like this in a hot minute, like I said, so I have a lot of products to share with you. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this intro. So if you guys would like to hear what products I have been loving over the past couple of months, then please keep watching. Okay, so let's start out with the body care products. Now, if you guys have been following my channel, you guys know that my skin is very, very oily, but even though my skin is oily, the rest of my body is actually very, very dry. Let me know down below if you guys have this same issue. Like, on my face is very oily, but under my eyes is very dry, my scalp is very dry, and my skin, especially in the winter, is very dry. It's crazy. So I have been on the hunt trying to find my perfect little routine to really help to exfoliate my skin, moisturize my skin, and keep your girl from being ashy, okay? It has been a struggle this winter. So I have finally kind of found a little, routine that I like and that seems to work. Whenever I do the three of these things together, my skin is very moisturized and, it's just on point. If I leave out any of these particular items, I notice that I don't have the same effect, the same result. So I wanted to share it with you guys in case any of you guys are having a similar issue, trying to keep your skin looking, moist and supple and not ashy, because we all know the struggle. So the first product and these are all in shower products, by the way. So the first product is by Dove, and it is the Purely Pampering Nutrient Moisture Body Wash. And this one is the Shea Butter with Warm Vanilla. I've tried a couple of the other body washes by Dove, but I really, really like this one because I find that, like I said, it really moisturizes my skin and it just feels really soft. I don't know if that makes sense, but it feels really soft on the skin and it really moisturizes my skin really well. A little of this goes a long way. It lathers up really nice and rich, and it smells amazing. So this one I have absolutely been loving. Like I said, it is the Shea Butter with Warm Vanilla, and I actually I should have done this in order, I'm sorry. So let me start over. First, when I get in the shower, the very first product that I use is this product right here. This is a new product, I believe. Well, it says new right here, so obviously it's new. This is by Dove. It's the Exfoliating Body Polish. I think it comes in a couple of different scents. The one I have is the Crushed Macadamia and Rice Milk, and it's basically just an exfoliator. So what I like to do when I get in the shower is I scoop out a little bit of this, and I mainly just use this on my legs and on my arms because those are the areas that I feel like I'm the most dry. So I just scoop out a little bit. I do one leg, do the other leg, do one arm, do the other arm, and I use about a dollop, I guess if you want to say, a scoop for each limb. So I scoop out, I do one leg, scoop out, do the other leg, scoop, do the arm, do the arm. And yeah, this has been doing a really great job of keeping, exfoliating that dead skin off of my body. I really like this. It's not too harsh, and the beads, as you kind of work them into your skin, they kind of dissolve. So that kind of lets you know when you're good to go. As the beads dissolve, then you know, okay, you can move on to the next area of your body that you want to exfoliate. But I have been really enjoying this. I picked this up from Walgreens. So after I use this, then I go in with my body wash, which I already talked about. And then after that, I go in with the Nivea In Shower Body Lotion. This one is the Shea Butter for dry skin. I actually purchased this a while ago, and when I tried it out the first time, I did not like it. I heard about this from NutraB. I'm not sure if you guys watch her, but I love her. I love her channel, and I heard about this from her. And the very first time that I tried this out in the shower, I just didn't really feel like it did anything for me. I didn't really like it. But I just left it in my shower, and you know, I figured maybe I would come back to it, maybe I wouldn't. And I did end up coming back to it, and with this little 3-step system that I have going on, I do this as the last step in my shower. I just squeeze this out, and you know, I just put it on my arms, my legs, my whole entire body. And when I get out of the shower, my skin is so smooth, you guys, so moisturized, like it's bomb. So this is my little situation that I have been doing. So if you have been having a hard time with figuring out something to help exfoliate your skin and keep you from being dry and patchy and ashy and just not cute, then I would recommend trying out some of these products and adding them into your routine. I have been loving them. Okay, so sticking in the skincare vein, I actually only have one skincare product to share with you guys, and it is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Water Gel Moisturizer. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about this. A lot of people have been talking about this moisturizer and just the Hydra Boost line in general. I was a little bit on the fence about trying it out because I do have oily skin, so I'm always a little bit iffy about trying hydrating, like things that are like super hydrating on my skin. But I was watching one of Jackie Aina's videos, and she was saying in there that she uses this on her skin. I think she's like more combination skin, but she was saying that she uses this and that it does a really great job of moisturizing, but it absorbs really quickly into the skin, and so it's great for wearing under makeup. So when I heard that, I was like, okay, well maybe I'll try it. Now this is pretty expensive for drugstore. I think this was, I got it from Ulta, and I think it was like almost $20. So you might want to, you know, get yourself a coupon, girl, wait for like 20% off, or use some points to pick this up because it is a little bit pricey. I'm not even gonna lie, but I really like it. It does say on here that it has hyaluronic acid in it, which I'm not even gonna act like I know what that means, but I'm sure it's something good. And yeah, I just really like this. I use it as my daytime moisturizer. I use something a little bit heavier at night because yes, even though I'm oily, I do still moisturize my skin pretty heavily, specifically at night. But I use this during the day, and I have really been liking it. Like I said, it absorbs really nicely into the skin, just like Auntie Jackie said. And I just really have been liking using it underneath my makeup, and you know, it helps to keep my skin moisturized so that it doesn't produce additional oils and additional moisture trying to compensate. So if you've been on the lookout, if you have been on the hunt for a good moisturizer and you have oily skin, or even if you don't have oily skin, because I think this will be great for a lot of different skin types, I highly recommend that you pick that one up and try it out. Alright, so let's go ahead and start getting into some makeup products. So first up, I want to share some lashes with you guys that I have literally been wearing for the past probably 3 months, or since they came out. I don't remember exactly when they came out. I would say at least 3 months. And it is these Eylure lashes that came out in collaboration with Nicole Guerriero. Now these in particular are like the second launch. So she came out initially with 2 styles of lashes, and then a couple months later these came out, and these are the Faux Mink collection lashes, and these are in the style Faux Flawless. They are the lashes that I have on right now, and pretty much the lash that I've been wearing, like I said, for the past 3 months. So any pictures that you've seen on Instagram, any videos that I've posted over the past couple of weeks, I have had these lashes on. I literally purchased every single lash that was on the display when I found them in Walgreens. I'm not sure if they're still available, but when I found these in Walgreens and I tried them out for the first time, I went back and just bought the whole rest of the display because I was obsessed with these. So if you can get your hands on them, like I said, these are the Faux Mink collection in the style Faux Flawless. I highly recommend that you pick these up. I like these better than the first 2 that she came out with, so I'm just saying. Alright, so next up, let's talk about a couple of bronzers. And the first bronzer that I want to mention is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. This one is in the shade Medium Deep. This bronzer I actually requested from Octoly, which is a website that influencers can go on and influencers can go on and request products to try out for free. But yeah, this was a product that I requested from Octali, and I was a little bit iffy about how it would look on my skin, just because, you know, you never know how these bronzers are gonna look on women of color. But this is what it looks like, and obviously, like, you know, you just don't really know what to expect. But I actually really like this bronzer. I do have it on today. I did apply a little bit of another shade that I'm going to talk about in a second to add a little bit of a contour. But as far as like bronzing the skin, I've really been enjoying this. So like I said, mine is in the shade medium deep. I'm not sure if they have a shade deeper than this. I think they might have one shade deeper than this. The shade range was not so great, but this one, if you are around my complexion or a little bit lighter, this shade would work really well for you. And if you're not trying to, you know, spend all your coins on a high-end bronzer, I would highly recommend these new L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It bronzers. So I have two shades. I have the shade Deep, which is this one, and the shade Medium, which is this one. Now, I hauled these a while back in my drugstore haul, my What's New at the Drugstore haul. And I mentioned in that haul that I was a little bit on the fence about these. I wasn't sure how I felt about them, but I have been using them over the past couple of weeks, and I really, really, really do like them. They show up on my complexion really nicely, and this deep one, yeah, this deep one is actually a lot deeper than you might think. When I looked at it like in the pan, I wasn't sure how it was gonna look on my complexion, but girl, it's deep. So this is what they look like next to each other, side by side. And like I said, I use this one as a really nice all over bronzer, and then I use like just a little bit of this one to kind of deepen it up if I want to do a contour. So these are a little bit pricey for the drugstore. I think they were like $11.99, and I got them at Walmart. But if you're looking for something a little bit more affordable than this, I would highly recommend picking these up. I'm not sure if they're limited edition. I think one of you guys asked me that in my previous video when I hauled these. I'm not sure if they are limited edition. I didn't see anything saying that they were, but they are a new product. So if you see them on the shelves, I would recommend picking them up if you want to try them out. So the next product that I want to share with you guys is a palette that was done in collaboration with BH Cosmetics, and this is the It's My Ray Ray times BH Cosmetics palette. Now, when this palette first came out, I kind of wanted to get it, but I was kind of on the fence about it at the same time. And then I decided to go ahead and pick it up when it restocked, like probably about 2 months ago. I decided to go ahead and pick it up. And girl, do not sleep on this palette, okay? Just remember, I told y'all, do not sleep on this palette. It is really, really good. I remember like several years ago when I first started getting into makeup, like 3 or 4 years ago, I bought palettes from BH Cosmetics, and the quality was okay, but this is like on a whole nother level. I haven't really tried out any of BH's products in a while, and I know a lot of people have been saying that they've really been stepping up their quality, and if it's like this palette, I mean, y'all, I'm telling you, don't sleep. So this palette, when you open it up, you get a nice size mirror on the top, and then you get your eyeshadows here, and then you get your face powders down here. And I really like the concept of this, that it just all folds together, really great for travel. I use this middle shade right here to deepen up and contour my cheekbones. And then I did use these eyeshadows up here at the top on my eyes for, you know, a really natural kind of bronzy, quick eyeshadow look. And then I use this highlighter right here in my inner corner. So listen, I'm telling y'all, don't sleep. So next up, I have another affordable product that I want to share with you guys, and it is this palette from NYX. This is their Born to Glow highlighting palette, and I actually picked this up after watching my friend Andrea haul it on her channel. And when I saw her swatch, like, I didn't even wait to see her swatch all the shades. She swatched, I think, like 2 shades, and I legit paused her video and put this in my cart and bought it. This highlighter palette is really, really, really good. And if you saw my drugstore haul, like I said, I'll link it for you down below. If you haven't checked that out, be sure to check out that video. I hauled a lot of really great new drugstore products. So I will link that for you guys down below if you haven't checked it out. But in that video, I swatched all of these shades, I'm pretty sure, and I was shook. I have been using this highlighter palette so much ever since I purchased it. And just real quick, I'll just swatch like a couple of the shades. So this is what they look like on my hands. As you can see, I literally just went in each color, and this is the pigmentation that I'm working with. So here's the, I mean, look at that, y'all. That's the bronzy shade. That's one of the pink tone shades. And that's the gold. Like, what? And this is, I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it's NYX, so you know. Now, I do think it was a little bit, like, it wasn't cheap, but it is NYX, so in comparison to other, you know, more high-end palettes, I want to say maybe this was $20. I don't know. I'll try to link it for you guys down below if you're interested in checking it out, but if you can find this, I would highly recommend that you get your hands on it. I got mine from Ulta, and I have been using it nonstop ever since I picked it up. So this is, I think, a must-have, a good bang for your buck. So the next product that I want to share with you is actually a product from Fenty Beauty, and this is a product that I wanted to pick up when it first launched, and for whatever reason I didn't. There were probably like other products that I decided to pick up instead from Fenty as they, you know, products were launching and coming out. But I recently saw Alyssa Ashley talk about how much she loved this and how she kept it in her purse and she used it to touch up throughout the day. So I went ahead and picked it up from Sephora, and it is the Fenty Beauty Universal Invisimatte Blotting Powder. So this is what it looks like, and you just open it up and you have your blotting powder on the inside. Now I think what actually kept me from purchasing this is that it's so white, and I actually legit remember swatching it in the store and it being like super white, and it just, I was like, I don't know if that's gonna work for me. Now, I shouldn't have been sleeping on my girl Rihanna. I should have known better. I should have known she had me covered. But yeah, I didn't purchase it, and then when I saw Alyssa Ashley talking about how much she loved it and how, you know, great it was for touching up during the day, I went ahead and picked it up because I ran out of my other blotting powder that I had been using previously. And now that I have this one, honestly, I probably won't use anything else because it is that good. I do keep it in my purse, and I do use it to just blot throughout the day, and I'll just show y'all real quick. So take my little brush here, and I have a couple little spots on my face that are a little bit oily, so I mean, you can just see how it just mattifies your face. And you really don't need a lot of the powder for it to mattify those areas. So if you are somebody that kind of gets oily in your T-zone or just gets oily all over your entire face like I do during the day, and you have not been able to find a really good powder that will mattify you but won't make you look cakey, won't add extra coverage, won't make you look like, you know, the struggle for us oily girls can be real. So I recommend this one because you can continue to apply it all throughout the day, and it doesn't get cakey, and it doesn't start to make your face look like you have on a lot of makeup. It doesn't add any extra coverage, it just mattifies the skin. So I have been loving this, highly recommend. Alright, so just two more products that I want to share with you guys. The first is a lipstick, and this is actually the lipstick that I have on my lips right now. I did add a gloss on top of it, but this is a matte lipstick, and this is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is a matte lipstick in the shade Latte. This is a really great everyday nude shade for my brown girls. It's a really beautiful, like, mauve-y nude shade. And obviously you can see it on my lips, but like I said, I did put a little bit of a gloss on, so this is what it looks like right here. Like your typical kind of deeper mauve shade, but I have been reaching for this pretty much every single day as my everyday lip color. It's similar to like Max Whirl or like Milani's Teddy Bear is another one that I wear a lot. This one I really like, first of all, because it is matte, and I find that it wears really nicely throughout the day. So if I'm drinking or if I'm eating or just doing different things throughout the day, since it is a more neutral kind of color that is essentially like almost the same color as my lips, it wears really nicely throughout the day, and as it kind of wears off in the middle of my lips as I'm eating and stuff like that, you can't really tell. So I've really been liking this. Like I said, it is in the shade Latte. She has several different shades that you can choose from, but for my skin tone and my lip color, I find that this one wears really nicely on me as an everyday shade. And last but not least is an oldie but a goodie, and this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Now I have literally 2 rows over here to my right of setting sprays that I have been trying out and using. I've really been enjoying also the Too Faced matte, the peach, what is it called? This one, the Peach Mist mattifying setting spray. I've really been enjoying that one also. But I recently went back to the Urban Decay All Nighter because, well, I'm still using that one. I'm not saying I'm not using it, but I recently went back to trying out this one. I had ran out of it a while back and I just never repurchased it. And then I was able to get my hands on it again through Oftali. And so I've been using it again and I just really fell back in love with it, so I had to mention it. I really like this setting spray way better than like the D-Slick and like the other setting sprays that Urban Decay has. Even though it doesn't claim to be like a setting spray specifically for controlling oil, I do find that it helps to prolong the wear of my makeup throughout the day. So I like to just spray my entire face with this after I am finished with all of my makeup. Or I also find that this works really well after I apply powders. If my face is looking kind of powdery, I can spray my entire face with this, similar to like what you would do with Fix Plus, and it just locks everything in and helps everything to last a little bit longer throughout the day. So even as I'm sweating or as my oils are starting to come through throughout the day, if I use this, you know, when I go in and I blot or I use a little bit of this powder, it doesn't disturb my makeup and it just lasts, you know, for a good amount of time whenever I use this. So definitely had to give that one a shout out. It is an OG product, but something that I've been going back to and definitely wanted to share with you guys. Alright guys, so that is going to bring us to the end of my favorites video for the month. Well, not really for the month of February because I haven't done one in a couple of months. So just products that I have been loving over the past probably like 3 or 4 months, honestly. Maybe not that long, but you guys know, I haven't done one in a hot minute. So just products that I have been loving over the past couple of months. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below, my favorite part of doing these, let me know down below what products you guys have been loving. If it's any of these products that I've mentioned, let me know down below why, or if, you know, these are things that you have been loving as well. If I mention anything that you're going to try out, let me know that down below. And any of your personal favorites for the month of February or for the past couple of months, let me know those down below. I'm always checking out the comments and adding things to my list, things to try. So please, please, please let me know your favorites down below in the comments. And yeah, I think that's going to sum up this video. If you made it to the end, you are the real MVP, because I already know it's going to be a long one. So thank you so much for sticking it out and hearing out all of my favorite products. If you are new, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Go ahead and join the Fayy fam. It's free, girl. So, you know, go ahead, click that button, join the fam. Turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And I will see you guys very soon in my next one. Bye.